Hi everybody, if you'd have seen my post you'll notice I bought one of these Aoocci C3 Android Auto devices. I said I'd give you an update on it. Done a few hundred miles with it now, so let's see how it's faring and some of the pitfalls. Okay, so just to run down on why I bought the Aoocci or Aoocci. My previous sat-nav, which came with the bike, probably about 10 or 12 year old, and the mount was starting to sort of like play up a little bit. I think it was just the pins connecting to the back of the sat-nav itself. I put some contact cleaner on it, but I lost a bit of faith in it, and I thought, well, for the price of these, let's have a look. So I paid 77 for mine, discounted through one of the many YouTube influencers that have reviewed it. They got a discount, and I, being the frugal type, I got it with a plastic bracket, or it's either plastic or metal. But what I didn't realise was I thought it was just the actual material, but the metal bracket comes with a lot more than the plastic one does. I'll go into that in a minute. So in operating wise, it's yeah, it's like your Android Auto in your car. Sorry about the sun, I can't quite get a good look at the screen. And I would say for those of you who struggle with your eyesight a little bit, it is a little bit small compared to my sat-nav. The sort of like roads and the writing is a little bit small. It's okay for me, but I think you've got to bear that in mind. I think the C6, the deer one, is a lot better. That sun's still in the way, but you sort of like get an idea. But the sat-nav screen has just got everything's just a bit larger on it, even though the display is very, very similar. But of course, the big advantage with the Android Auto Apple CarPlay is that you can basically put any search in there, any search that you can do on Google, and it'll just come up. You don't have to be specific with postcodes, anything like that. So it's really useful, and of course it's live. So if there's any roadworks or hold-ups, it'll redirect, and it'll also alter your time of arrival to take into account those roadworks. So actually riding with it en route, very, very good. No issues there. But the only thing I didn't realise, coming back to that plastic bracket or metal bracket, was that the plastic bracket is basically just a mount to a handlebar that fits on the back of the Aoocci. I wanted to mount it in the same place as my sat-nav was, with a RAM mount. So I had to buy the extra gubbins that would have come if I'd have ordered the metal bracket. It was only £30 more, so total I only paid £107. Still really good value. There's some ball mounts in there, as you can see. So all you need really to mount it. But of course, mounting it wasn't a big deal for me. What I was disappointed, I hadn't really thought about, and it's not talked about a lot, is that the Aoocci doesn't have an on-off button, and it also doesn't have anywhere you can just click the mount off or click the unit off. On my sat-nav, of course, I just simply click the holder and the sat-nav would come off. But on the Aoocci, no such luxury. So the only way you can take it off, as far as I know, is to actually unmount it from the ball mount, which obviously you wouldn't want to do every time you've stopped. So I'll just be leaving this on. No problem. So wiring it in, you've obviously got this battery mount, but there's no switch on it. It's quite a long lead. Just a waterproof power box. I don't really know what that's for. But you'd have to switch it to wire it to a switch live, otherwise it will be on constantly. It's got one of these weird fittings which goes to, fortunately it doesn't go right to the back of the unit. It's if you follow this wire, it's about there. So it's about 100 mil of wire that you connect either the USB or that battery connection that I showed you. Now I was quite lucky because my bike already had a 12 volt fitting under the seat, you can see there. And the wire, the USB wire with the kit, just to say reached. Let's follow it there. It's not a brilliant setting at the moment, installation should I say. Just took it under the back of the tank, under the flap, and I managed to hide it under here somewhere, just the tank panel, and it comes out. I'm not quite happy with it coming out there, but I'll sort something out. So I was quite lucky, I managed to hide it quite well. Now because it comes with that USB cable, if you've got one of these bikes with a built-in USB port, then there's no real issue. You've just got to hide the wire, I guess, because there's going to be a lot of wire that you'll have to curl up. So the fitting isn't brilliant, but it does give you options, I guess. But anyway, I'm not a gadget man, so I can't give you much technical detail, many technical details about it and how well it compares to other Android Auto, Apple CarPlay devices. But it's certainly done the job for me. I can put in the destination, it gets me there. It looks okay on the bike. Probably would prefer a good sat nav, but in a lot of situations I think this will certainly help me out. And for the price, I know not everything's about the price. Yeah, I thought, why not? No brainer, do they say these days. So to sum up, in the short time I've had it, certainly works fine. It certainly will get me to where I want to be easily. The downside for some people is it's a bit small, eyesight wise, vision wise, and you can't remove it from the bike easily. But apart from that, yeah, it's okay. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll catch up with you later. Bye.